It's whatever. I do wonder though, with these events, how do they decide what goes into the event, like object wise, and like what determines on how long it's going to be? I'm always very curious. Oh, and the events tab is right here. Perfect. I'm excited to see the photo frame because I'm wondering, it looks like one of those other photo frames that we already have that we could add our own photo to it. So hopeful. Okay. Load the game. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is actually go to Granite Falls and go, well, we have to actually travel to Granite Falls to get to the hermit's house. So we have some traveling that we got to do with our sim, Mr. Harvey Dent. Is that his name? No, that's not his name. His name is Frankie Dent. I don't know why I said Harvey. Harvey Dent. And where are you at? Oh, you're at the, okay. We will have you. We'll just play with you so we can travel. Because the only way, if you didn't know how to get to the hermit's house, you have to travel to Granite Falls. And the hermit is also a hidden world, or I guess like a secret lot that you have to go through a portal. Oh my gosh, I forgot that we were reviewing the new kit, or the new kits. So Mr. Frankie, let's go to your phone and we're gonna travel, take a vacation to Granite Falls. Yes. Oh, here it is. Granite Falls. And we're just gonna go to the empty lot so that I don't have to worry about anything else. Because I don't want to mess anything up. We'll just go for one day. $21 per day because there's nothing on the lot. Okay. What do we want? Half walls. When do we want them? We already have them. So now I can see the world a little bit much better of the world that we've built so far. So this is what we did last time. At least, well, the first time we opened up the save, we started making a campground area over here. It's already fully done. I believe this one's on the gallery, so you can download it if you want to. And then we made an A-frame cabin as well for the save file. And that one's on the gallery. It should be, at least. And then this one is still a work in progress. I wanted to do something different today, because I thought if I worked on this, I would be burnt out. So I'm like, I'm going to shift gears today, at least for now. Hi, Central. Welcome in. It's good seeing you today on this lovely Tuesday. How are you? We're working on our Granite Falls save file today. And we just finished we finished week 1 of the events today. It wasn't bad. I wish it was longer, more challenging. I think out of all the events that we've had, that future one that we had was really fun. Oh, and this is our rec center. We built a rec center in Granite Falls for the save, and it's fully done. Fully done, and I think it's also on the gallery. At least it should be. If it's not, oh wait, no, this one's not on the gallery because I think I was gonna add something. Why are the Pleasants on the gallery? Birdie Sim Save. Interesting. Oh wait, no, the campground and the A-frames on the gallery, but not the rec center. But soon it will be. But hi. Yeah, the future one was really fun. I actually really enjoyed that one a lot because it was challenging and it was long and there was a story to it. It just made it more fun when they do add in like lore. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is how you get to the hermit's house in Granite Falls. You have to travel to the national park. And then basically when you get here onto the lot, it's to your left. And then you'll be able to see these rocks right over here. And then these like little entrance right here is how you enter into the Granite Falls Hermit's house. But you must first travel to the woods. Or basically plan a vacation. Hi. Hi, Daphne. Welcome in. How was your stream today? I hope it went well. Not the dog running away as your sim was brushing him. Rude. That's crazy. That's crazy. How dare that dog run away while you're brushing him? Rude. Tomato, tomato. Hi, Rebellica. Welcome in. It's good seeing you today. How are you? Let's go forward. No, your alert expires on your birthday. Well, howdy do. The sad thing, though, is I won't be here. I won't be here on your birthday, sadly. Go to the web. I'm going to be traveling that day. Keep going forward. Keep moving forward. Take the object. Oh, you won't be here either? Oh, well, I hope you have a lovely birthday, though. Oh, we failed? Oh my gosh, hold on. I forget. I haven't not traveled to the hermit's house in forever, so I always forget. Step forth. Oh, your cauliflower gen for the berry veggie had an all-white raccoon, and you also had 4 radish children to take care of, so he kept running away. No. It's always the animals being neglected that they feel they want to run away from home. It's so sad. That has happened to me before. I had a cat named, I think, Fish, and it was not great. That cat ran away, but then decided to take a nap in the middle of the ground, and that was it. I don't really play with pets that often because they're wild. I did. We just finished the event about let's say 20 minutes ago. But we just finished it. I'm really happy with it, actually. I like the stuffed animal because it's very cute. I named my stuffed animal 24kg Labubu. It literally is just a giant stuffed Labubu. And I love it. But I think I also like the magnet because what I thought would be a good idea is like take this magnet with the board with the magnets on it and then place it on the side of the fridge. Yeah, you might have to size it down so it fits correctly. But I'm gonna start doing that, putting this board on the side of the fridge and then adding the magnets to it, since we don't technically have slots on the fridges alone. Hi, Neon. Welcome in. How are you? How are you? Oh, wait, what did you get today? Oh, you're out of dumplings, but you have spaghetti and meatballs. Ooh, wait, that sounds really good. I haven't had spaghetti and meatballs in forever, let alone spaghetti. I love a good spag and meatballs. Tasty. I'm gonna be making apple cider donuts when I get back from my trip. That sounds fun. And thank you for the posture check too, by the way, Neon. Appreciate that. So now it's time to build on the hermit's house lot. See what we can possibly do. Because I'm thinking, what size of lot is this? Normally, secret lots have funky lot sizes. Like the Sylvan Glades one is I think a 20 by 10 or something like that, or 20. It's a very small lot in the Sylvan Glades. But this one, though, game? Hello? Oh my gosh, my game froze. That magnet board has so many slots on it. It does. And it supposedly only works on the, it only works for the magnets, right? What size of lot is this? Oh, it's a 30 by 20. Okay, cool. Nice. So this is what the hermit's house looks like originally. It looks pretty okay for for this only being base game and outdoor retreat, it is not a bad house. Dare I say the best house EA built back in 2014? But it was limiting though. Was limiting. But it's not a bad house. It just needs a little bit of a sprucing up. Plus with all the new base game stuff that we have, this hermit's gonna thrive though. I am gonna save this to the gallery so I can have it for later. Enjoy your alert, Tama. We had your kimchi that you were fermenting exploded out of the jars. No! Oh no, your airlock lid's broke and you spent hours cleaning the kimchi. No! Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. That is not great. Because that stuff is hard to clean. It's that red sauce. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that it exploded. Oh, you were able to save like 95% of the kimchi. Oh, that's good though. But the lid, not a great time. Oh, tater tots. I love good tater tot. I have fries and tater tots waiting for me downstairs. That reminds me, Rebellica, I need to buy some more lids. We're getting rid of all of our plastic and we're going with like actual jars this time, like glass jars, mason jars, because I'm making a bunch of like random recipes for different things, and I'm realizing I want to get mason jars instead of plastic, because plastic is it gets a little bit rough after a while. After a while, it gets a little bit overused and dingy. The wear and tear on the plastic just gets bad, I will say. I moved this back though. Yeah. Oh yeah, mason jars are very versatile. That's why I felt like going with those would be a lot easier. And I'm like, oh, might as well try it out and see what it's like. Because we only have, I think, we have about three or four mason jars. And then we have like small little ones. What we've been doing is when we're using jam and we finish the whole jam jar, we'll just like rinse it, the whole thing out, and then use that as our container for whatever we're gonna use it for. That's true. They're very versatile, especially if you're making soup. I'm making a lot of soup this year, at least for the winter and fall season. Soup season is about to be thriving. I'm excited though. Really, really excited for fall. Fall soup making. This over here. Ah! Fall soup and fall gaming. There we go. Cabbage with a little bit of carrots and daikon, green onion, and chives. Oh, that sounds actually really good. Not a bad mix. We're doing a wraparound porch here. I'm gonna have to move this to the side because it's gonna get a little bit weird. Actually, hold on. Do this over here. Do this right here. Make this a little bit smaller. Just a tad bit smaller. And the hermit doesn't need much. Realistically, they don't need much. There we go. And what I want to do is like, how am I going to do this? Me and Roofing are gonna have a beef. I'm about to throw some hands. I swear. Because I don't think I'm going to get what I want with this one. If I revert back to my old ways, which I am going to delete it. I don't like it. Oh, you just made roasted tomato and garlic soup? Ooh. And canned it? Ooh. Something about soup, like you make it the first day, it's not bad. But then when you make it, then when you let it sit and eat it the next day, oh, it's even way better. Soup the next day tastes way better than the first day. I don't know why. I guess because all the seasoning all like settles in, so it tastes a lot better, which makes total sense. Yeah, okay, now I know what I'm doing. Barely. I'm a builder. Oh, it's past your bedtime. It's 9 p.m. here. No, all good, Neon. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you hopefully again soon. I'm going to be going to bed early today as well because I get up tomorrow morning. We have co-working tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I can't stay up. I've got a lot of work I got to do tomorrow. I got to do some editing, some recording. So we got some co-working. So if you want to come by tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central to get some work done and be productive, I will be here for several hours. What's my vision for this build? My vision is like tiny home, but I also want to include a lot of gardening, woodworking, and space for like a bug collection. That's my vision. So very woodsy, very outdoorsy is what I'm trying to go for. That's my ultimate goal. Because at first I thought I wanted to go with the original cabin style, but I didn't like that style of the cabin. So I still want to keep it still cabin in the woods feel, but a little bit more updated. So then that way your Sims don't feel like they're gonna be stuck in their ways with like the same old stuff. Okay, the way I'm gonna do this is not gonna, well actually, no, hold on, it is gonna work. We'll just back over here. There we go. I'm gonna have to move this all the way down. Enjoy your lurk, my friend Tao. Enjoy the lurk, my friend. Enjoy the lurk. Lurk away, vibe away. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. Was this? I need to put this back the way it was. And then I need to add in a glass right here. Move this down right here. Actually, wait, no. No, I had it right the first time. Never mind. Teehee. Teehee. I had it right the first time. I want something like this. And then I want to kind of keep it open, but at the same time, I also don't. So what if I do this right here? Like so. And then what we'll do, so we'll do like that. Oh wait, no, it's the other way. I was trying to make like some type of glass roof situation. And I honestly, oh no, here it is. I was like, I honestly forgot how it worked the last time I did this. There we go. Oh, you love that you're including the bug collection? Yeah, I feel like the bug collection is not noticed a lot, but it's a good collection to have. There we go. That's what I wanted. This is what we need right here. A good old-fashioned skylight. Do-do-do. Like so. And I guess I could technically move it all the way down. Or push the eaves in all the way down here. And do something like that. I'll do like that. There we go. Enjoy your lurk, Central. Enjoy your lurk. Have fun lurking away. I swear, building is like a whole other thing. Just doing that took way too long. I've only ever done like one other time, and I'm like, I'm stressed. Get me out of here. Are you making the skylight that open? Yeah. I thought having a skylight that open would be a good idea. Let's do it this way. Because that's what I was trying to do. I'm like, wait, how do I want to make the skylight? Because I struggled for a little bit. I saw one tutorial and like, I want to replicate that. I want to try that out and see what I can do with it. It's not the best, but it's something at least. And I'm also realizing too, I can't have this in the front because it is a little bit, actually, no, I can have this here, 8-sided. Do this right here. Pull the eaves in, this right here. Uneven, like so. Move it all the way down. Move this all the way down. One more. There we go. Perfect. Oh, you have a sim that does all the collections and recently completed the bug collection, and there's so many bugs. I know there's so many bugs that we have in the Sims 4 now, let alone like thinking about what we're gonna get in a few weeks with the new expansion pack, all the butterflies that we're gonna collect. Crazy. So it's gonna be even more bigger than we realize. I'm like, I'm not ready for that, but I'll be ready when it comes out. Okay, I don't like that either. I might push this back, push this forward, and then what I'll do, set a fence. With that big skylight, makes the room feel like it's a sleeping porch. It is. I think I might add like little, instead of having like a bed of some type, because it is technically in a room, but not in a room. So what my plan is to add in like sleeping bags and like a telescope near the edge. So that way the hermit can sleep outside like they want to, but if they want to sleep inside, they can also do that. Roofing is definitely already stressful enough. I try to be ambitious and try something new. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't think I'm built like that yet. I wasn't ready. There we go. That looks a whole lot better. And I might have to move this up just a bit more. Move this up like that. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, you saw a house that had one of those bays with a flat roof? Yeah, I saw that too. Or at least one of them I've seen. Because I know a few people have done this before. I know Avalon Sims did a tutorial like so many years ago. And then Axie Sims did like a tutorial. And I'm like, wait, these seem pretty easy to do. But yet they're so challenging at the same time. I think it also depends on how you're going to build the skylight. This. And I'm gonna take the idea that I got from yesterday is do, I think, what was it? I think it was like this. And then someone did something like this. And then had a little roof right here. I forget whose build it was, but someone did this and I'm like, wait, that's a very smart idea. Instead of using the actual chimneys that we have in the game, just use roof pieces instead to make a fake chimney. And then you can use a little half wall action. Forget about that. But glass roofing is even wider. Wow, that is true. I'm kind of glad that we got glass walls though. Makes it nicer. There we go. Yeah, I think I had seen one of the builds from our past shell challenge, because we did shell tours literally yesterday. And I'm like, I saw it. I must use that idea for this next build that we're going to do today. It's a bit awkward, but trust the process. That's what I keep telling myself. Trust the process. It can only get better or worse. I don't know how you look at it. There we go. And then we're gonna do I kind of want to see how much I can use of outdoor retreat with this build. I don't know. I also want to try out the Super Sim Challenge again, or at least try it one time to see how far I can get with it. I've completed all the collections. I do wonder how long it would take me. Might do a speed run of that soon. Okay, we have this piece here. Or I'll do tan. Tan on this side. And then on this side, we'll also do tan. We'll have to make it wrapped around. So let me do this. There we go. This trim here, that trim, this trim here. Back of that. Oh, actually, do I want a bump out of it? I do. I want to make it a little bit more dimensional. There we go. We'll do something like that. Yes, there we go. I kind of like the style of the house so far. I'm starting to like the idea. So I'll use these columns on this side. And then on this side, what I'll do is I will just going to use this roof. If it's going to make it look good, if it'll work. Why does that look good? Why did that somehow, hold on. What if I also do this? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute here. How far does it have to go? Back. Well, that's literally the same exact thing. I'm just gonna push it forward. There we go. Push it forward like so. That looks fine to me. I'll pull the eaves back. There we go. We'll change the roof shingles. I don't exactly remember what they used the last time, but I think these will be okay. As like for now. And the only way this is going to make any sense is using a lot of trees and plants surrounding the build. Oh, and you know what? Since there is there's a lake right here. I don't think your Sims can actually swim in this, but since there's a lake over there, we'll have to add in some type of like boat or something. Because I think there's a boat in debug from one of the packs or even in base game. I can't really remember, but I know there's one. Oh no, it might be from Cats and Dogs. Cats and Dogs might come in clutch with this one. Ooh, a tree. But you'll definitely have to play around with a lot of this for sure. I want to stay clear. Let me try out, let's see, base game and outdoor retreat. Let's see how far we can go. Will this be a pack limited build? I honestly don't know. But we're definitely going to try and see how far we can get. Yeah, let's make another challenge. Outdoor retreat and base game only. Let's try that out. Let's see how far we can go. You just pick lip gloss and now your lips are burning. Oh. That one is going to trash. Oh. Well, that's not good. Is it expired? That's not good. I do not like the sound of that. Putting lip gloss on and then it burns? Abort mission defective. It's not working anymore. Get it out of here. Burn that one with fire. Is what I would do. Okay. I kind of want to leave it open, but at the same time I kind of don't. Let's do something like this. Leave it open partly. This big gap is going to be the open part. And then maybe on each side, we do little hedge trims. At least on the edges, at least. There we go. That's not good. What brand is it from? Because that brand doesn't sound safe. Oh, you tried color coordinating the open living kitchen with your home decorator? Tiny living and home chef hustle earlier and it failed so badly. I need to take a break from building. Colors are a lot. They are definitely a pain. That is very true. They are a lot to handle. We have so many colors in The Sims 4 that I'm like, this is a lot to take in. I usually take it room by room and then I test it out with wallpaper from there to see if it will look good. Because like if the objects look good on the wallpaper, I feel okay. But then again, I don't do a lot of pattern wallpaper. I tend to only use like solid color wallpaper. But I am willing to expand my range. Outdoor Retreat has trees on the ground in debug. Oh yeah, they do the little log things. Oh, that's too big. Idea. It's there. Concept. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna have to raise it up though. How? Okay. The vision is there, but I don't know if it actually looks any good. Literally, it cannot. I kind of like it, to be fully honest. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We have those trees. And then we have, oh, that's a huge tree. We have a few things in here that we can use. That's a swamp tree. Oh, we do have this tree right here. We can pretend that this tree fell down somewhere like over here on this side. Yeah. Oh, you had lip gloss with the wheat germ in it before? Oh. Is that bad? I don't know makeup, so I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But that also that doesn't even sound good though. It was a pack of different flavors. Oh, you tried several of them and they were fine, but the cupcake frosting was not? Why do they make different flavors of makeup? That I never understood. Personally, I never really understood that. We'll have to make some room for all of the planting. And do I want this on a foundation? The subtle foundation would be fine. Yeah. Subtle foundation, nothing too big and grand. Oh, you're allergic to wheat germ? Ah, okay, then that makes a lot more sense then. I wonder if I can add ivy to all of this. Oh, I can add these. Wait, put this back over here. That's very not good though. I always wanted to know like the makeup process. To be fully honest, I only knew makeup from like watching a lot of YouTube videos from way back in the day. Those makeup beauty gurus that we all know and have heard of. That's all how I've learned about makeup, is just from watching YouTube videos. Oh, the days of the early 2010s of YouTube. Those were nice days. Simple, less dramatic, calm, cool, collected, no scandals. At least we know of back then. I miss the early days of YouTube. It was simple. I think I can also put one of this one. Yes, I can put this right here in the corner. And I can put this one in the corner. Right here. I love that. I was like, I miss the early days of YouTube. Less drama, less chaos. just vibes and videos is all I personally really need in my life when it comes to watching videos online. What's this? Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. Cool. But now I feel like I barely watch YouTube, but I watch YouTube. I'm in my city builder watching era, but then also at the same time, I'm watching a lot of vlogs. I used to be in a period in my life where I would watch a lot of family vlogs, and then family vlogs got a little bit controversial and then too much for me to watch. So I just don't really watch those videos anymore. Now I just watch a lot of cozy, comfy vlogs. Ever seen videos from the 90s makeup? I feel like I have, like maybe like one time. I've seen like people do like throwback videos of like finding 90s makeup. I don't think so. I've heard of lip smackers. It might have been on like a movie or a TV show that they talked about lip smackers. It's an iconic movie, but I can't remember what the movie was called. But it's very popular. But I don't think I've ever seen commercials or videos of it. But I've heard of lip smackers before. I want to see if Base Game has a truck, or if Outdoor Retreat has a truck that I can use. Wait, mint chocolate one? But you read all the labels? Oh, you read all the labels now? Good. Mint chocolate. I've heard horror stories where people have eaten their lipstick or lip gloss because of the flavor. I'm like, that's chemicals. Don't do that. It's not good for you. It's not gonna be tasty. It's gonna hurt you. Literally hurt you. Oh, we can add this stuff over here. I need to find myself. Oh, we need a tent. Listen over here. Oh, and by the way, for anyone that uses Tool Mod, it got updated. I saw today earlier on the socials that it got updated today. See some of this stuff right here. Use a Yoda. These are the toy cars, but I need those like life-size cars. I'll mostly stick with Burt's Bees. I love Burt's Bees. Burt's Bees chapstick is great. They know how to do it right. Plus, it's all yellow, and I love yellow. Plus, Burt's Bees is just a good brand in general. They have really great stuff that I like to use from time to time, which is only literally chapstick. Oh, Dabney, I wanted to ask your opinion. I don't think you said it, but what are your thoughts on the new event? I'm curious. Where is... Oh, here they are. I'm like, where's the trucks? Get a little truck here. Right, little rotation right here. Okay, that's not a swatch. Or do I want the blue one? No, I'll go into the orange one. Why not? If it's like the fall autumn vibe. And then we'll get some of these recycling bins. Put them on here. But I might move this, though, somewhere else. I do wonder, will it actually fit back here if I put it right here? I realistically only need one. There we go. Oh, you're also in Canada, so we don't always get the same products in the US. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I also, because is Tim Hortons a Canadian brand, like a Canadian thing? Because I'm going to Ohio, I think. No. Or is it San Diego? Either way, I saw like a Tim Hortons close by. I'm like, wait, do I want to try that? I kind of want to try Tim Hortons. I've never had it. Oh, they're cute. You like that it's kid focused? I do too. I like the plushie. The plushie is one of my all-time favorites. Because it's cute. You can rename it whatever you want. And it's just like, it's just there. Staring at you. So creepy, like. Oh, here's the boat. It was from base game. Okay, then we'll add the boats over here on the side. And the plushie reminds you of my pet monster. Wait, what's that? Is that a TV show? Wait. It reminds me of one of like those creepy dolls that I've seen online. Oh wait, no, yeah, it was a TV show from the 80s. Yeah, I can see that. I can see it. It does look exactly like it. It's creepy, but yet adorable. All at the same time. But I think I've seen far too many movies where toys come to life and I'm like, I don't want that thing anywhere near me. If it comes near me, it's getting set on fire. Can't do it. Oh, you're in the southern US? Ah. Oh, you're waiting for them to come out with a shade called Casper with Freckles? I was like, Casper the Friendly Ghost with freckles? Interesting. That's a very interesting, like, shade. Also, why are all these things in here? They're not supposed to be in here. Oh, it's at the outhouse. Yes. At one point, when I owned your own business, you tried to expand into Canada. Your taxes are crazy to figure out. Taxes are just crazy in general in the US alone. But then when you do like international things, it's a whole other feat, a whole other thing that you got to really like look into. It's scary when you're looking at that taxes and then tariffs and all the other different things. It's a horrifying thing. Been there, done that. Still doing it. I'm still in those moments because I'm running a stationery store. And even though my stationery isn't like things that require like tax and duties and stuff, it's mostly like envelope stuff that I can send out to people. But since I'm making like holiday cards, I'm gonna have to like and do like box sets. I'm gonna have to like amp it up a little bit more. Taxes are scary for sure. I need to get one of those seats. I kind of miss the 80s and 90s cartoons. Those were better. I have found out somebody had posted about action figure. What was it? Action League Now was a TV show that I used to watch on Team Nick, and I loved that show more than anything. It was so odd. But yeah, I loved every single minute of it though. It reminds me of the good old days. No, you're right. You're right. Taxes aren't as hard as that. That's true. You still have to take tax in university. Now that's crazy. California taxes are also crazy too. Joe's, hello. Welcome in. We're building a house for the Hermit of Granite Falls today. At the moment. So we traveled to Granite Falls with one of my Sims. It's a secret lot that you have to find when using Outdoor Retreat. But this is what we have so far. We're not done with it yet. We kind of just started about 30 minutes ago on it. And it shouldn't take us too long to finish. But yeah, that's what we're doing. The Hermit's house needed a little bit of sprucing up, a little bit of a change. And we're only using base game and Outdoor Retreat. Or at least trying to. We're going to see how long we can go with only using those two. Well, actually only using that pack. Because base game is base game, but Outdoor Retreat is a game pack. But I'm glad to see you though. But I'm glad you like the build. I'm really glad you like the build though. I'm working on the save file where we're renovating the entirety of Granite Falls. And we only have 4 more lots left, or technically 3.5 lots left to finish. This one will be done today. And then we have like this rich fancy style mansion cabin that we are building. And then we have to build a cafe and then one more rental property. And then that's about it. So it should be done by like, at least by the time the new pack comes out, it'll be done. But I would say most likely it'll be done mid-October is when the save file will be done for people to download. If you all want to download, you don't have to. But all the builds will be up on the gallery if you want to download them for yourself. I have to remind myself to upload the rec center to the gallery and then also finish the little McMansion build. Because basically this entire week we're focusing a lot more on Adventure Awaits. We have early access to it starting on Friday, and that's when I can start streaming my stuff. So, but yeah. So I thought a little outdoor treat refresh in my own style would be a good idea. And plus, the hermit has been here for 10 years, rotting away. Doesn't really leave the outside. I categorize the hermit just like George Cahill from Strangerville. When you really think about it, they're kind of like one and the same. When you truly think about it. George Cahill and the hermit, they're one and the same. Same vibe. One lives underground, one lives above ground, but away from everybody. And in the woods, in a secret area they can only access through riddles. So it has its ups and downs, I will say. It's ups and downs, but some good highs. Let's do, that's so big. Yeah, other than that, life is lifing. Let me move this down a bit more. There we go. So let's figure out this layout. I want to have at least one bedroom and one bathroom because this hermit does not need much. And we do have a little upstairs action going on here. So we got to make room for that. So I think what we'll do is... I will do this as a layout. I think a bathroom here. And then I think having a little mini like workroom over here or storage. I don't know. But bathroom here, something over here. This can be the entrance area right over here, which leads you into the whole area basically. But I'm going to make this part the bedroom. Yeah, well, let me see. Yeah, I'll make this part the bedroom right here. I could realistically make it bigger too, so then I could add in a ladder leading to the top. Right here, or let me rotate that real quick. Because if the ladder goes right here, I think your Sims will be able to go into it with no problem. And if I add a door, yeah, if I add a door, it should be fine. But we're gonna test this out real quick. There we go. Yeah, add a door right here. Let's add a door right here too. And then we're gonna test it just in case. And if it works, then we're Gucci. Where are thou doors? Here it is. Door here. That's not that door. Here it is. This door here. That door there. And then we'll do an archway. Like so. Right over here. There we go. Let's figure this out. Hopefully this works. Can we access this door? Oh, we can just walk straight on in. Okay, let's climb up. Frankie, come on. Chop, chop. Run, run. Run, Frankie, run. Okay, so it does work. Oh, okay, it better work. Okay, it works. If you just go upstairs, your sim can access this area. So we could decorate this spot to make it look nicer. And then you can just walk right here, because there's a skylight situation right there. This fool went downstairs, didn't he? He did. There we go. So then that way it's like you have this little area to like either sit, or you can put like a telescope right here. It just makes a huge difference. Also, he's not the hermit. I actually don't even know where the hermit is. They're always like in this area, but they're just like gone. So you truly never know what the hermit looks like until they show up. Okay. Thanks, Frankie. But back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh my gosh, the hiccups. Okay. Okay. Game? Hello? Game's being a little bit funky today. Something's off. I don't like it. Huh? Oh, okay, it's still recording. Let me save my game. This is a smart thing. Save your game, friends, if you're not saving. Smart thing to do. I just enabled the memory boost thing. So maybe that's why my game is stuttering a little bit too much right now. But then again, I honestly realistically don't know. It's me with too many mods in my game at the moment. Okay. I think the outside, we don't need... Oh, I can leave that archway, it's fine. Let's see, what else do we have in base game that we can use on the outside? Other than like, of course, the basics. We have our mailbox. We have our firefly effects outside. We have our woodworking table, our recycling bin. Oh, you know what? I can add in, have a boat. Oh, hi, Emrys. Hello. Hi. Welcome in, Emrys and friends. We're building a house for the Hermit of Granite Falls today, because that dear old sim is so alone and needs something new. But how was the rest of your stream? How was The Sims 4? And also, how was Town to City? I was lurking in your stream today, and I had to pop on out. But I hope you had a really fun stream, though, overall. But friends, if you all are new, my name is Steven, pronouns he, him. I play a lot of The Sims here, most of The Sims 4, but we do play a lot of different variety of games. Indie games, to be exact. We are heavily obsessed with Town to City right now. At the moment, and it's my new hyperfixation. I will tell you that. It's a great game. Check it out if you haven't. And also, another announcement is that my podcast for season 2 is coming out next week on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central, wherever you listen to your podcast. If you want to listen to the episodes next week, you can. But yippee! Indeed so. I've been waiting. I've been so nervous. I haven't recorded an episode in 4 years, my friend. 4 years. And I finally had the courage to finally go ahead and saying, let's just go ahead and relaunch it now. Because if I don't, it'll never happen. So, yes. All good stuff, though. All good stuff. But yeah, I hope you had a really fun stream, though, overall. And you want to vibe, of course, feel free. But of course, you need to lurk, raid and run. Self-care is very important. Also do that. But I also want to be mad if you played more Town to City for several hours. Because that's what I'm going to be doing probably late tonight. I can guarantee that for sure. But we're just building a house for the Hermit of Granite Falls. We're making a whole save file out of it. Just because Outdoor Retreat is technically 10 years old. And it hasn't really done much. It's like there hasn't been a refresh for it ever. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do something new for a change. What was my podcast about? So my podcast is not a standard Sims podcast. My podcast is all about interviewing your favorite creators, actors, business owners, inventors, literally anyone creative, to give you all the behind the scenes of who they are as a person, what they do, how they do it, and just kind of peeling back that layer. Because I think when you watch people online, whether it's on streams or in videos, you kind of only get like the 1% of who they are. And sometimes, at least for me, we have like a mindset that we have to be on at all times, like with their cameras on and our lights and microphone and all the different, like, just, it's a lot of pressure to be on camera, be with lights on. And I think a lot of people don't understand what really goes into that. And also like the mindset of the creator, like how they feel about their journey from where they started to where they are now, anything plans into the future, and like mental health. Mental health is very important to me, and I think creators have a hard time taking breaks, taking time for themselves, especially like mentally. Like we feel we are basically our own worst critics. We're very self-critical of ourselves, and we just need like that daily reminder that it's not the end of the world. It's okay if you take a break. It's okay if you take like several days, months off to take care of yourself, you, your family, whoever. So just chit-chatting with them as like friends, colleagues, acquaintances, and it's audio only, so there's no camera for my podcast. I wanted to set the standard where that if you're going to be on my podcast, you don't need your camera. I don't want to put that pressure on them, and nor do I want that pressure on myself, because lights and cameras, you got to get ready for the camera, you got to put on the stuff, it's a whole thing. So I just want to make it a very nice, chill, easy, good podcast for people to listen to on like a commute to work or school or wherever they're going. You can listen to season 1 to kind of understand the vibes of it if you wanted to. I've interviewed people like Simsy, Shella, It's Me Troy, Twisted Mexi, Dr. Ashley, Azamara, a lot of creators that you might know I've interviewed from season 1. But that was like back in like 2021, so a lot has definitely changed since then, for all of us, mentally, physically, professionally, and personally. So, but yeah, but I'm excited for y'all to hear season 2. I've recorded 10 episodes already with a lot of people, and I feel like season 2 is just like, it's structured better, and I feel like I know what I'm doing a little bit more, because at first I didn't know what I was doing with podcasting. I just wanted to talk to people, but now I feel like I have a better flow on how to do it. Yeah, exactly, too. Not to mention to follow the script if you haven't. Yeah. Like what I do technically is I plan out questions, of course, but I plan out questions ahead of time, send it to the people that I'm interviewing, so that way they kind of know what to expect. But then also too, there might be extra questions weaved into each other question. Very free flow, very like easygoing. And then this time, each guest will have questions tailored to them rather than just generic questions. Because when I first started, I was like asking the most basic questions that weren't really tailored to them. At least I feel like I did, but then of course I got feedback and they said I could do a little bit better. So I've learned a lot. I picked up a lot of new skills since then. I don't know how I want to do the hermit's house. Oh, never mind. This right here. But thank you. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it whenever you give a chance to listen to it. And honestly, do not be afraid to give me feedback. I will take all feedback as much as possible. Like, I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. I'm here to understand. And the episodes are not that long. They're like an hour long. I will say. So I feel like pretty much standard. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. You generally don't know how y'all full-time creators do it. Mine's pure delusion. Mine is literally pure delusion, I will say. But to be fully honest, I've been making content since I was 14 years old. Since 2011 is how long I've been making content consistently on YouTube. I personally haven't stopped making content. I've never taken a break from doing that. And all of my content has been surrounded by The Sims. I've only ever made Sims content. I've dabbled in other video games, but I never felt like the same passion for that. And so Sims gave me like that enjoyment that I wanted and needed. I used to make a lot of short films, machinimas, if you call them, in The Sims 2 in the early 2010s in high school. And now I make content differently. I live stream, I make content through Let's Plays and builds now. So I do a lot. Do you talk for an hour straight or do you take breaks in between? Oh, it's an hour straight. It's an hour straight of a podcast. And it doesn't feel like an hour. I think at least the way I talk and the way that I was interviewing my guests, were like all the guests that I have on my podcast are all of my friends. At least so far, they are. It like when we were talking, it never really felt like an hour because we're just like having a genuine conversation and like talking and hanging out, laughing. So it felt very free flow. To be more specific about the hour. Like an hour can go by so quickly without even realizing. When you're having fun with what you're doing, time just kind of goes quick. No windows in here. This is a bathroom. Kitchen. Dining room. Living room. Bedroom. Entry. Yes, okay. I figured out this layout. Layouts are not my strongest suit, if you cannot tell. Well, thank you so much, content creator Empress. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm still not understanding like what I'm doing half of the time. Like I'm just kind of playing it by ear, day by day, hour by hour. But I enjoy with what I do, and it doesn't really feel like work to me. Even though this is technically my full-time job where I live stream and make content online, it never really felt like a job to me because I do take like those breaks in between recording content for YouTube or like making short form content for social media or even like working with brands. I do have like that buffer that allows me to relax and like then do things that I want to do and experiment. Because I was always so afraid, like when I was younger, when I first started making content, I always thought I had to be like a certain way to make content and record a certain way and make my thumbnails and tags and descriptions a certain way. But in retrospect, you just gotta be yourself and you don't really have to like try to change yourself to appeal to the masses of the internet, you know? How long did it take me to get partnered on Twitch? On Twitch, 3 years. Took me 3 years to get partnered on Twitch. I started in 2017. Yeah, I started streaming on Twitch in 2017. I got affiliate whenever they started doing the affiliate stuff. So I think I got affiliate in 2018, I would say, I think around that time. And then I got partnered in 2020. And I've been a partner for 5 years, actually, which is crazy. That is Horse Ranch. I will say back then in the early days of Twitch, there wasn't really a Sims presence, like literally at all. Like there was not a lot of people who streamed The Sims on Twitch or like solely just The Sims. So it was definitely like very like small, Small but mighty, of course, I will say. But when I first started, there was really no one that really streamed The Sims other than like me, Simsy, Gluon. But I didn't know Gluon back then, but Gluon did stream The Sims back then. Andrew Arcade, Curtis Parody, Deli, James, and Rory Plays, and a whole variety of other people played a lot of The Sims back then, and still do. But of course, the algorithm and the culture of Twitch was different than it is now. So I feel like it's so harder to find different streamers on Twitch. So it's like a needle in a haystack. Banana, hello, welcome in. It's good seeing you. But I say, don't give up. Literally, do not give up. Sure, it will take some time, but the key thing is to understand. As long as you're enjoying with what you do, and you have other platforms that you can promote yourself on, I say go for it. But it all boils down to you being you with your with what you're doing, rather than trying to please the masses of the internet and trying to do stuff to get seen, you know? Oh, that's weird. Do I want to do the other way? Realistically, I can add a tree. But hi, Banana. We're currently building a house for the hermit for Granite Falls at the moment, and I'm basically giving life lessons about being a streamer on this interesting Twitch platform today. I'm trying to figure out how I want to I could just do it all one color, but I could also do it like brown at the bottom. Ooh, brown at the bottom and tan on the top. Yeah, I think that will be really cool. And then I can add trim and stuff around it so it feels like there's separation. Oh, looks like I gotta add in the thingamajiggers. These small little rooms. No! Oh wait, actually don't do that. I don't actually have to do that. Copy, paste. And this one right there. And I don't have to do it in the front, really. There we go. But how are you? How's your Tuesday going so far? I hope it's going really well. At least. I hope life has been treating you very, very kind. Maybe I'll do a trim on this side. It wouldn't really hurt. Really, would it? No. So I can add a trim here. Ooh. So I will say the first episode of the podcast will be just me. It'll be a solo episode. I think when I first started my podcast, I didn't think I was really that interesting, like, at all. I feel like with me speaking, it wouldn't make any sense. But people have told me that it's like, you sound fine. I'm like, okay. But I always felt like I didn't have anything interesting to say most of the time when I was like making content. And then when I also was making the podcast. But I also realized that podcasting is like another form of storytelling. So I feel like I've just had to structure myself better on how I flow. So I've made bullet points for myself. This time around, I've made bullet points. When I see something in front of me, I'm able to flow better. Bullet point by bullet point by bullet point, and just kind of just go down the list. And I could yap for literally forever. I mean, I yap for 3 hours straight sometimes on these streams. And it's also nice and comforting. Like, for example, this build, if you didn't know, if you don't have Outdoor Retreat, you wouldn't know this, but Outdoor Retreat came out in the year 2015, which makes it where this pack is 10 years old. It's an old ancient pack, but it still holds up to this day. I think it's one of my favorite packs because it was our first ever game pack. And also it was our first game pack that introduced vacationing for the first time ever. But do I come here all the time? No. but on occasion I will. And I think now that we're going to get Adventure Awaits, it's going to make the whole vacationing and getaways and custom venues a lot more fun to plan out and do. So then Granite Falls is like worth buying. Hi, well, thank you so much, Sia. Oh yeah, I've been resting my voice. I grew up being, well, I was in choir and show choir, so I found ways to protect my voice as I tend to yap. I do take a lot of breaks with speaking. At least I'm learning to, and I feel like I'm getting better at like stopping and starting my speaking patterns. Because I've noticed my voice does get a little bit scratchy as the longer I talk. I was like, what do you mean? Oh. Like if you go back to my old YouTube videos from like 2015, you will see a sudden shift in my voice volume and tone. Because why was I yelling? Why was I yelling back then? I simply do not understand why. I just did. I was very upbeat. I was very hyper. But I was also talking so fast as well. I was talking so fast in those videos. I've done now slowed down my speech. Slightly. I still talk fast, but like not as fast as I used to, because that was like, jeez Louise. I always like the idea that the family's taking a camping vacay to Granite Falls, so it holds a little warm place in your heart. That's what I do. One of my sim families actually decided to go and do a trip this upcoming summer, because it was summer in my game at the time, and I was so happy because like, wait, my sim just graduated high school or about to graduate high school, and my sim's pregnant with her 4th baby. She has twin toddlers. They've never been camping before, so I thought it'd be a really fun idea to actually take them camping for the first time in the summer season. But I think I'm going to do it again, but use Adventure Awaits to plan out like a getaway. But I'm so excited. That's how I love Outdoor Retreat, because of that. And that's why I also like some of the other earlier packs, because they do hold a very special place in my heart. Because the nostalgia that I get out of it is just so nice. I'm going to lay out all these bugs. We're going to have a little bug collection. Oh, you subbed to my YouTube? Thank you so much. You're going to check out the second one too? Thank you. I have way too many channels. I will say. I only have 3 channels technically. 3 YouTube channels. I manage only 2. Well, I manage all 3, essentially. My main one, where I upload like all of my main content for like Sims and other simulation city builder games. And then my vlog channel, which is like a combination of vlogs and podcasting. And then my third one is my VOD channel, where I upload all of my streams. Just in case if you all do not miss a stream, they're always uploaded to more SpringSims. I do too much. So I thought with my other channel, Hello Spring, what I like about it is that it started as a podcast channel, and then I really wanted to get more into vlogging because I loved vlogging and sharing like more of the behind the scenes of like what I do on a day-to-day, and just like kind of be more honest and more transparent of like what I do as a full-time content creator, artist, small business owner. And then it like weave into both. So it's a mixture of podcasting, design, and vlogging. A lot of things. YouTube is very addicting. I agree. It's a healthy habit, but a scary habit. Let's put one herbalism book. And then we can also add in... Oh, it would have been really cool if we got bikes. If we got... Oh, well, there is a bike and base game that I can use. But it would have been cool if we got bikes for outdoor retreat. Imagine outdoor retreat gives us a bike. But it wouldn't made any sense if they gave us a bike because it's all about camping and you're outdoor. So why would you need a bike to explore? You know? You know? We'll put this sign, put it right over here. Oh, actually no, I'll use this sign. This sign's much better. I feel like the hermit's house is like a museum at this point. It's like, come down here to Granite Falls. Buy it now while you can, because Granite Falls is getting a brand new update. Thanks to SpringSims. It's definitely a funny pack. Put some of this right here. Like, I personally think the game can only get better as we get more packs, but it can also get more scarier as we get more packs. At the same time, for all we know, we could be getting a superhero pack one day. Actually, wasn't that one of the things in a survey a long time ago, a superhero pack? Like, how would that even work? That's what I personally want to know. How would a superhero pack work? Where will we go? What will we do? Fight the evil Judith Ward and defeat the venomous young adult looking age-inducing Vladimir Strad? Yes. Granite Falls is getting granified. Exactly. The rainbow. Hi Jody ATL, welcome in. It's good seeing you. I can see it now. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives in fighting crime and the forces of evil. But in retrospect, it's just your sim. Or Sims, plural. Fighting crime and the forces of evil. Do 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 do. I love him. Him is great. Personally, him should have had a spinoff. I'm just saying. Him was crazy. Downright delusional, yes. So was Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo had delusion times 100. Because what do you mean his father was Professor Utonium? And what do you mean Professor Utonium literally like forgot about him and then made 3 other children from chemicals? Sugar, spice, and everything nice. What do you mean? And then Chemical X? Huh? Okay. He could have not made the Powerpuff Girls. He couldn't have made Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. He could have just gone and found Mojo Jojo, wandering around the city. But no. He was like, my monkey is gone. I'm lonely. I need children. Like, okay, Professor Utonium. The whole show is wild, but yet iconic, all at the same time. Ooh, put this over here. I can only imagine it would act like the greatest American hero and not to compete. Oh, no, a competent superhero. In Sims 4 fashion, I could see it. In Sims 4 fashion, I could definitely see that. Okay, I don't want these fences. These are debug fences. And they have a curve to them. All of them do. Okay. So we'll just use base game and outdoor retreat. See what we can get out of it with the flower boxes. I'll have to add this up here. Oh, you know what's so random? That TV show is. But what was random, is that I saw Victoria Justice on Kai Sinet's stream. And I'm like, hello? He's collecting these celebrities like Infinity Stones, like Thanos. All of my favorite childhood actors and singers on Twitch. I feel happy. But yet I have not watched a single stream. I've only seen clips on TikTok. What is she up to these days? I think she's doing a lot of music and movies. I haven't seen like any new TV shows from her, but I think she's in like a lot of movies right now at the moment. And then music. At least from what I've heard. Because I feel like most of these celebrities, at least to my understanding, when they do like those big activations like that, it's because they're promoting something. Like Mariah Carey was on Kai's stream. She has a new album coming out, so that makes total sense. But Victoria Justice, what she has coming out? It's something new. Where is it at? I forgot she was on Suits LA. But she must be part of like some music or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Wait, who? Victoria Justice? From Victorious? She was Shelby Marks on iCarly for that one episode. An iParty with Victorious? With the little thing? Or we're talking about the streamer Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat. We're talking about that person. He's a streamer. He's the second most followed streamer on the Twitch platform. Or no, second most subscribed streamer on the Twitch platform. He's everywhere. But then again, also too, he's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Because it just depends on who you follow and like where you see it. I mostly only know him just because of like TikTok and clips I see everywhere on the internet about him. And then the annual thing that he does every September is Mafia-thon, where he tries to beat a world sub record. But what's cool about it is that the majority of the money that he gets from those subs is donated to charity. And I think that's very nice. Because he's basically a millionaire and doesn't need all that money. So I like that he gives back to his community and people that need it the most. Yeah, she was on Kai's stream like randomly. I don't think she was promoting anything actually. I really think he was not. I don't think she was promoting anything. She was just there random. I know Lizzo was there one time, like recently. Mariah Carey. He was on the Jennifer Hudson show recently. Like he's everywhere. Yeah, he's big with younger kids, I think. Yeah, he's very big with younger kids, the younger generation. He's actually, I think I'm older than him, actually. Oop, that's not how you spell that. Yeah, he is only 23. He's only 23 years of age. Yeah, Kim Kardashian was on it too. She has a new show coming out called, I think, Something Legal. It's like a lawyer type show with Ryan Murphy made it. She's basically playing her mother, but not playing her mother, but she has like that same mindset and energy. Yeah, oh my gosh, Quen is funny. Quen Blackwell is so hilarious. Her energy is like off the charts. She could just stand there and I would laugh because she's so funny. I remember the earlier days of like Vine. I first discovered, or I first heard about Quen Blackwell through Vine, of like the hot pickle meme. Hot pickle, hot pickle, hot pickle. That was funny. Funny. I also got to meet Quen Blackwell in person at DreamCon this past, a couple months ago. She was doing Hotties Plays The Sims live stream with Megan Thee Stallion and Ebonics. I got to meet them in person. I was sitting in the audience, but they were like on the stage, which was like literally up close and personal. But they're really cool people. They're very funny. Oh, you know Quen because of Billie Eilish? Billie. I've seen memes about it too. Billie's funny. Some of these celebrities, when you peel back that layer and let them like relax and chill, They're hilarious. Should I do cardboard? Chipper tan bark for the floor? No, I should just do regular wood. Yeah, I'll just do wood. So hallway, kitchen, dining room. I'll do carpet for the bedroom, and this is the living room. And then we'll do this right here. Yeah, there's a lot of celebrities I found recently because of like those streams. And then of course TikTok. Every day I go on TikTok, I see something so random, like what am I watching? And I'm like, why am I entertained? I remember the earlier days of TikTok. I was on prison TikTok for a hot minute. I don't know how I got there, but I found it highly entertaining. I don't know why, but it was entertaining. And I watched a lot of those TikToks. Some of them were live streamed. And then I left because I'm like, oh, gotta go. But yeah, there was some, the times were different back then. The times were different. Oh, tea time. Oh, with Raven, Raven and her wife. Yes. I love tea time. Tea time is good. I love that. I love that podcast. I feel like a lot of podcasts that tend to happen from celebrities that were so big in like the late 90s and early 2000s making podcasts now, it's so nostalgic and so nice. Hearing behind the scenes like Allison Stoner being on there, amazing. I loved her being on there, which makes me think, I wonder, because I know she had a very traumatic time on Camp Rock 1 and 2. If you read her book, you know a lot went down back then. But it would be very cool if she was like a mental health professional for the kids on that movie. That would be very nice, because everyone needs like some type of adult to like advocate for the kids and like make sure that they're good mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things. Like, that'd be nice, because what she went through, oof. But yeah, I love those little podcasts. Raven's podcast. I'm currently listening to the podcast by Amy Poehler. I like that podcast a lot. It's really nice. Let's get space. Yeah, they did. Raven begged to do the Mike Super Short Show. I loved Mike's Super Short Show. I didn't realize how much I missed it until they said the intro. I'm like, wait, I know that intro. Those were the days. The early Disney days were like, man, missed it. Do y'all remember the time when they had the Disney Channel games? If they brought those back, oh, I would be so happy. I would be so happy if they brought that back. Because I love the Disney Channel games. It felt like the Olympics, but for Disney Channel. But less stress-inducing, or just less stress-inducing looking wise. It looked highly entertaining. It made me want to be a part of it. But that was manual labor. Yeah, they had Spencer from iCarly on there. That's true. I love me some Spencer. Didn't they have Josh Peck on there too at one point? Or was that being delusional? Because I want to say they did, but I can't remember exactly if they did or not. Oh, and have they ever had... I had to go back and like rewatch some of the old episodes because I didn't really watch the podcast until like earlier this year. So I can't fully remember who they all had on the pod. But they should bring back the Cheetah Girls, or like put Axel Castman as the Cheetah Girls and put them on the podcast. Mostly Adrian and maybe Sabrina. Would be cool. Disney was great, and now we can't watch it. Yeah, we can't, which is sad. They reinstated Jimmy Kimmel, so that's nice. but they also are upping the price by $3 more. Well, $3 more without ads. Crazy. It's already pricey enough. A thief's letter. Hold on, I put this on here. Put this on the floor. Okay, let's see. Oh, Smosh did a really good summer game series this year. Oh, it's school themed? Wait, that's cool. Wait a minute. I didn't know that. I haven't watched Smosh in so long. I haven't watched the videos in like forever. I think when they lost their channel, I stopped watching. And I remember like them getting their channel back, and then I didn't watch it after that. So it's been a long time since I've like watched any of their videos. Let's get the little stuffed animal right here, right in the corner. You think Drake was on it? Yeah, Drake. I remember Drake on it, being on it, because I saw some clips on social of them talking about it. Josh Peck is funny. And you know what's so funny? Randomly, I saw him on The Last of Us. I'm like, without even realizing the whole like the scene, I'm like, is that Josh Peck? What are you doing here? But I'm like, hey, get the shmoney while you can. Oh, Matt, I don't care. I think it's also very wild to me because when you think about it, Disney versus like Nickelodeon, two different networks, two different ways of like format of how they do their shows. But Nickelodeon shows in like the early like 2000s, 2010s, they don't get residuals. If you've ever heard like the horror stories that people on Nickelodeon never get residuals on their shows, at least back then, they didn't. Like people on Zoe 101 and like Drake and Josh and I probably like iCarly never got residuals, and they still don't. But on Disney, they get residuals. So I'm hoping that now, with all things SAG and stuff like that, they get residuals on Nickelodeon, because that's some manual labor, especially those multi-camera shows. Lots of work, mentally. Yeah, he always protected the younger cast, and I love that about him. I love that about Spencer. He was always there. He was like the big brother of the whole entire, like, people of Nickelodeon. That's why he always stays booked and ready. Okay, I think I kind of like this little area. The hermit doesn't really need much. They're mostly always on the outside. And I wonder, delete this. I'm gonna add a shelf. Oop, that's not how you spell shelf. Shelf. Oh, oh. Oh, they have like solid videos lately, and they came up randomly on your homepage. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I need to go back and rewatch a lot of like Smosh videos. That and also the React channel. And Gigi, thank you so much for the resub for 25 months. You know what's funnier than 24? 25. Thank you so much for the resub. Can we get some hype in the chat, please? And thank you for that brand new resub for 25 months. And speaking of 25, The Sims is 25 years old. But also too, SpongeBob, it's not the same anymore like it used to be. I miss it. So much needs to be done to direct children entertainment, both reality and scripted. Yes. Saving 50% of their salary isn't enough. It is not. Because every kid... Oh, it's from the shows. Wow. Every kid, it's the child... There's child labor laws, of course, when it comes to acting, on how many hours you can be on set, and also the Coogan account as well. Every kid gets one, but then also it's managed by parents, and parents can steal money from their kids, which is not great. Scary times. So wait, can these not go on shelves? Are they too big? Can these go on shelves? Okay, those can go on shelves. So maybe I get rid of these actually and put the other ones back. Yeah. Oh, and this is like a lot more seamless looking. Let's put this here. There we go. I think I'll do that one for the little jars. And then find out a way to put these on a shelf somewhere. Yeah, the Cooking Law. Yes, that is the law. And it's such a sad story when you understand what the behind the scenes. But thank you so much, Gigi, for the continued support, though. How are you? We're building a house for the Hermit of Granite Falls today at the moment. You know, I actually want to rewatch SpongeBob from the beginning. Oh, also, you know what I saw on TikTok literally last night? Detour, sorry. Has anyone seen the movie Smart House? Because I'm literally not joking. When someone pointed out who the director was of Smart House, I now understand why I do not trust, like, animatronics or, like, anything at all. LeVar Burton, I did not know. I did not know. He's been on so many different things. But I literally did not know he directed Smart House. I love that movie, but it's the most horrifying movie I've ever seen. I don't trust... This is why I do not trust AI or robots. They're both equally scary. When robots and AI turn on you, things tend to get a little bit bad. I blame Smart House. This is why I don't trust technology. This is why I only have my little Samsung phone and not Apple. But it's one of my favorite movies of all time, though. Movies back then in the early 90s of Disney Channel, early 90s, 2000s, they just made good movies. Twitches, Get a Clue. Like several shows were just iconic. They just kept getting better and better with time. Nothing bad about any of them. Also, Pixel Perfect, that was also very wild. I love that movie. I'm like, what do you mean a robot can sing? Okay, Phil the Future. I know you from the future, but you made a robot sing. I even heard that the band Allie and AJ, Allie was supposed to be AJ yeah, it was Allie. Allie was supposed to be Hannah Montana. Did you know that? Did you know that? She said it in like a podcast episode, I think with someone somewhere. I forget who it was, but she was supposed to be Hannah Montana. From what I've heard, it was like her, Miley, and like somebody else. And I'm like, what do you mean? It would have been very different though if she was, of course. Because at the time she already had a band, she could sing, she was already part of the channel and everything. So it made sense. I'm like, oh no. Then I feel like we wouldn't have what we have today. Like if she did Hannah Montana, because when did Twitches come out? Twitches 2005. Yeah, I feel like, well, okay, we would have probably had Rush and like a few songs from Allie and AJ, but it would have been so different though. I don't know. I still listen to Allie and AJ. They still come up with great music. I love their band. I love Rush. I love Chemical Reaction. Ooh. Something about that music was just iconic. It was up there with Paramore. And possibly JoJo. Yeah, I think also too. I think you're right, Peppa. JoJo was supposed to be also Hannah Montana, somewhere up there. Not JoJo Siwa. JoJo Siwa was not born. JoJo Siwa was like a child. A literal child. Actually, what year was she born? No, okay, not that JoJo. JoJo Siwa. 2003. Yeah, she was 3 when Hannah Montana came out. So literally, no. But I kind of like that Miley was Hannah Montana, though. I did like her version of it. It made it feel more real because you're living a double life. normal kid by day, pop star by night, but then also at the same time, your father was a international superstar, country music superstar, Billy Ray Cyrus. And I also like too, what I love about the Cyrus family, they're so iconic. And that is fitness stuff, can't use that one. I feel like their family is healing because Billy Ray shared Miley's new song and it makes my heart feel so full. Yeah, the original JoJo, yes. Because also at the time, wasn't she doing Aquamarine at the time for that movie? I think she was, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, she was Aquamarine. She was doing Aquamarine at that time. That reminds you, it's spooky season. It is. What movies and TV shows are you watching this upcoming fall Halloween season? I want to know. I'm going to be watching Over the Garden Wall again for the 15th time. I'm also going to be watching Twilight tomorrow in Discord with you all at 4 p.m. Central if you'll be there. I love a good Twilight moment. Probably also going to watch Practical Magic as well and a few of the Hocus Pocus movies. I think they started filming Hocus Pocus 3 already, but I can't fully remember if they have started or not. I know, I loved Aquamarine. Sarah Paxton was funny. And Emma Roberts was also very funny. It was around the same time I think she was doing Unfabulous back then. Together Unfabulous. That was a good show. No, all good, funny man. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and being here. But it's totally okay. Do not be sad that you did not chat enough. It's all good. You were playing with a new event, and which by the way is too easy. Oh no, it is. It is a way too easy event. I agree. But I'm glad you got a chance to do the new event and had a lot of fun with it. But we'll hopefully see you again soon. Maybe tomorrow for some co-working and maybe possibly playing through Town to City for a little bit. Okay, I think that's all I'll do here. Oh wait, no, we need that alarm. That's right. Oh, I love Halloween Town. Nothing beats a good classic. Oh, speaking of Halloween Town, nothing's coming out that's new. But the people, Marnie and the person who played Calabar's son, one, they're both married. Two, in real life. But also, they're going to be acting in a new movie very soon. And if I remember correctly, what was it? Oh yeah, they're playing in a new Hallmark movie. It's called Haul Out the Halloween, which is going to be very fun. I'm excited for that. It's basically Halloween Town meets Hallmark, essentially. And I'm okay with that. I'll take what I can get. Sign me up. Oh, Fabulous was your show? Yes. Together she had like a guitar and everything too. Nothing beats the old Nickelodeon movies and TV shows. There was also a show called Just Jordan. Wait, what did they just ban? Interesting. Not TSA just banning new stuff from their check bags. Well, of course you don't put batteries in your check bag. It's crazy. But no, Halloween Town is like iconic. Now, how would you describe the fourth movie of Halloween Town? That one had Sarah Paxton in it. I like that movie. It was definitely a little bit different. Change in pace, change in like style, but I loved that movie. And I guess also too, it kind of wrapped things up for me for Halloween Town. It's a part of the classics that never gets old. Maybe I'll just do the tub. Because, yeah, I'll do this tub. Which I've never actually used this one. Captain Mahogany wood tub. And then this one is cast and barrel antique tub. No. We'll use this one. This one's more oldie. Give it like a nice browner shine. And then this could also be a bit gray. And we need a toilet. And 13, thank you for being the mods and also the daily click for Palestine. I appreciate it so much. I know, I love Sarah Paxton. I think I liked all of them for different reasons. Oh yeah. I feel like out of all 4 of them, I think Halloween Town High, like Halloween Town High just like hit differently for me. Like good different, because I guess the high school scene was new and it was like a change in pace, new characters, new story. And I kind of liked how it started from the beginning to the end. I really enjoyed that one. It was sad when they lost their powers, but then Mama Bear came out booming through that shield and said, "Not today. Not happening today, fool. Not on my watch." And said, "Let me take your power back." He said, "You don't mess with my kids. Mess with my kids, you're gonna get slapped and trapped in a crystal ball." I meant it. I loved her. She was so cool. That's why I love Halloween Town. Like, nothing beats the good classics for me. I think it just gets better with time. And I start to remember things as I get older. I'm like, oh, I remember this. I remember that. It's like the joys. I wanted to go to Halloween Town. Because, like, don't they do something special, like, in Connecticut or, like, somewhere, like, in Massachusetts, like, in that general area for Halloween Town? Because I know they do some type of, like, festival, get-together type of thing each year around this time for, like, Halloween. But I forget exactly where that takes place. Lighter fluid, not happening. Let's get a little rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, rubber ducky. You've watched Halloween Town about 10 times this month, as you should. The first one also is, like, interesting too. I can definitely say the first one, it has its highs and its lows. Because, like, it was the first one, but it's so nostalgic. It sets up the storyline for all the characters, even Marnie with her powers and her brother, and even Sophie and Calabar, of all people. Calabar. The second one was very creepy. When I first watched Calabar's Revenge, I was horrified. Because when the mother turned into a creepy little gremlin thing, I'm like, no. Not for me. St. Helens, Oregon, thank you. I'm trying to Halloween Town, but I'll forever be bitter of the original actors that wasn't in it. I forget exactly what happened. I think there was a schedule conflict or something. The reason why she wasn't in it. I can't fully remember exactly why. And also, Meows, hello, welcome in. We're working on the Hermit's house right now in Granite Falls. We're on a 30 by 20 lot, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. We're only using base game and outdoor retreat as much as we possibly can. And so far, we've kept that in the entryway and bathroom thus far. We just have the kitchen, dining room, living room, and bedroom to do, and a little bit of the backyard, but the backyard is not going to be fully decked out just because it is just a backyard, and it doesn't need much for the hermit. And I feel like the backyard's already done, kind of. We just need to add in some more plants, and we're kind of basically good, I will say. But let's do the kitchen. But how's your Tuesday going so far? Yeah, the costumes were very scary. I remember there was like a gremlin looking thing, or like a Sasquatch, a frog. I think the brother was a frog. He was like wearing a mask or something. Oh, she actually spoke about it, and she spoke to Disney about doing it and was ready to do it, but they went in a different way. Oh, okay. Which I feel like usually tends to happen a lot with a lot of like movies that get more and more popular, which is so sad because I think it would have been really cool if she was in it. You know, that's what I need. Disney, why? This is why Disney's kind of crazy a little bit at times. Oh well. At least we're getting a sliver of Halloween Town. I think what made it nice is that they didn't change the entire cast. It was just the main actress that changed, but the mother and the sister were the same, and the grandma was there too, which I thought was also nice. So it wasn't like a complete shift, but it was there. But of course, I'm like, I miss my old Marnie. And you know when Sophie, like, you know when she like did that little like hand thing to open up the door in the hallway? Tell me why I literally thought, oh, if Sophie can do it, so can I. So I'm like, I'm in the middle of my hallway. I do like I lift my hands to pretend that I'm doing a magical spell, and a door randomly opens and expands the hallway even bigger to another dimension. Why did I think I could do that? Because I was a Disney kid and will always be a Disney kid. Help. Hi, Sophie, Sonia. Welcome in. How are you? We're building a house today in The Sims 4 for the Hermit of Granite Falls. Yeah, I had a big imagination. I was like, if they can do it, so can I. So can I. Like when they had the movie for Halloween Town, like I can do all those tricks. I can do all those magical spells. If I just believe, I can do it. That also when if you remember that one movie with Tia and Tamara, and I think it was also their brother that was also in the movie too. Not Luck of the Irish. Love that movie. But 13 again. Love that movie. I'm like, oh, if I can make this soap, I can be young and youthful again. Little did I know. Little did I know. Oh, you follow her on Facebook? I do too. I follow her on Facebook. I should probably follow her on Instagram if she's on Instagram. But it's definitely very funny when I found out that she married Calabar's son. Like, what do you mean she married Calabar's son? He's evil, but he's actually very nice. People always ask her to do a Halloween Town, and she always says Disney knows she would be down, but the ball is in their court. Yeah, one day. Oh, you thought you could control water when you were little? No, same. I literally thought I could control water because of H2O, just add water. I'm like, if I just stick out my hand and like crunch my little fingers together, I can heat up water. Or if I like put my hand out, I can freeze it or control it. Why did I think I could do that? Oh my gosh. We had some big imaginations though. What is going to be the concept of this house? So the Hermit of Granite Falls, if you don't know, came with Outdoor Retreat, and it's a part of a secret world or a secret lot. You have to go through like this weird bush to travel to the Hermit's house in Granite Falls, and essentially it's a 10-year-old pack. It needed a bit of more of a refresh, and I felt since we had so many base game updates in the past 10 years, I felt it needed something new. And I wanted to include all of the bug collections to this Hermit's house, since with Outdoor Retreat and Adventure Awaits, there's a lot of bug catching and bug collecting, that I feel like the Hermit could be some type of like mentor to the up and coming people that come to Granite Falls on like their getaways or vacations. So I wanted to have like a house prepped for that. Especially it's also for my save file for Granite Falls. So I have all the bugs from Outdoor Retreat out in the front yard for now until I figure out a better system to lay them out properly. But for the most part, that is the concept. We were resuming the stream of yesterday's earlier, and suddenly saw one of the townspeople At your name. Oh yeah, that's true. Yes. Yeah. So basically, when we were playing Town to City, if you are already in the game, you stay in the game, which I like that. And that's why Town to City gets better and better. But yes. Also, I do better. I'm glad. It's gonna be better. Yeah. But I'm glad that you're doing better though. I'm glad you're doing better. I don't know if I want to have cabinets, realistically. I think I should. It is a very cool feature. I agree. There we go. We unlocked farming yesterday in Town to City, and I was very happy. Dare I say we might play it tomorrow as well, after our co-working session, but then again, we'll have to see, because I have so much work I have to do. I've become very addicted to that game. On and off stream. More addicted than BitLife, and I play BitLife religiously. Yeah, I've been good so far. I've been trying to take time for myself each day, because since I'm going to be traveling next week, I have a few deadlines I need to complete before I leave. I have to finish recording some videos, and I'll have to also edit said videos and make sure that I have all of my social media content done, short form and long form. Since I'm launching my podcast next week on Tuesday for the first episode, I need to make sure I have all of my social clips all clipped and scheduled for all my platforms. Also, making sure that I have some short form content to go up on Instagram and YouTube. So, just a few things. Trying to keep it plain Jane, easy, less stressful. I'm going to Ohio from Sunday to Tuesday for a Forbes event. And I've never been to Ohio, so I'm excited to see how that goes. I'll give your Sims 2 counter spaces. So that will be here, and then this will be a dining room area. Getting kids to bed. See you tomorrow. All good, Rebellica. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Hope the kids get some good rest. But yeah, I've been having a great time. Enjoying my days. It actually rained a lot today, by the way. It rained quite a bit. It's also supposed to rain. Like, at least right now they say it's supposed to rain. But they lie. So it's most likely going to rain. Oh, at 9 p.m. Literally throughout the night's gonna rain. And that will be the last of the rain. Thank goodness. Because this rain was coming out of nowhere. And I'm like, where did you come from? Who authorized you to be here? Not me. There we go. This also will be a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom house too. And I'm only using base game and outdoor retreat. So we're very limited on what things we can and cannot use. But we're making good progress, I will say. Put this over here. Tiny. I'll add a phone. But then again, cell reception, not existent. There we go. You can't wait for the podcast. I cannot wait for y'all to listen to it. The first episode will just be me. So I'll be yapping y'all's ears off for at least 53 minutes. When I was recording the episode last week, I was like, how long is this episode going to be? When I was editing it, it was 53 minutes long. I literally waited until the very last second to record my episode, just because I feel like I would have more to talk about if I waited. Plus, I would prioritize recording all the guest episodes first, and then my own. So, that'll be some good things to look forward to, I will say. I've also thought about doing like a little live podcast episode one day in the future of season 2 or season 3. But not too sure just yet. I think once we kind of get further into the season, I think I will consider doing a live episode. I think that'd be kind of exciting. Maybe even having a live episode with a guest. Who knows? Dare I say, oh my gosh, imagine. This is a pipe dream, but also me being delusional. Imagine, okay. I have 30 episodes planned out for season 2. That basically goes into next year of July. Imagine if I get to interview Will Wright. That'll be iconic. But also, too, imagine if I get to interview a sim guru or a Sims dev. That'll be cool. Or what if we get the opportunity to interview Margot Robbie? Because here's my thing. I'm anticipating that the Sims movie is not gonna be out for like another 2 years. That's my thinking. So I feel like by then we'll get more information, but we'll have to see. I have so many ideas for this podcast. I just gotta make it happen. But we're all in this together, friends. I know, I love the landline phones too. They're very nice. I wish they were functional though. No, honestly, same. Twitch has been very stinky today. It's been very glitchy for me. In a few streams I was watching, there were some glitches and I'm like, I don't like this. It was stuttering. It was having its moment. But you find it interesting that Daniel Quartz ended up doing real estate and is still doing acting. Emily Roski Sophie ended up being a karate instructor in the black belt. Emily never acted after Halloween Town. Honestly, that's okay. And you know what? I could see her being a karate instructor. You know? Like something about the vibe of her just screams karate instructor to me. And also Daniel, yeah, he gives real estate. I don't know why. I feel that vibe towards them when I see them. Like, yeah, you could be a real estate agent. Yeah, you could be a karate instructor. Oh yeah, and Daniel Panabaker's sister is a zookeeper. Doesn't do acting anymore, but is a zookeeper. And then Jennifer Stone still does acting, but is like a registered nurse. Like, that's really cool. Let's put one of them on the table. I think that'd be kind of cool. So this one. I know that would be really fun to like be able to interview all those cool people. Hopefully one day. Really crossing my fingers and toesies if we get those opportunities. Oh, every time you leave Twitch, you have the video play in the corner while you're doing something else and then come back and then Twitch mutes the stream. That's very odd. That tends to happen to me quite a bit from time to time when I'm that city living. When I'm on Twitch just watching a stream. Very odd. I wonder why though that happens. Also, were you in Violet's stream earlier today? Because if you were, I think I remember seeing that same chat message. It's like, I remember things. My fingies and toesies. Let's put this in here, and then we'll do the same thing in here. There we go. You always find it so interesting where people end up in their lives. Me too. I kind of like where actors do like different things. I'm like, huh. Like, I almost said Jennifer Stone, but no, I almost said Emily Osment, but no. Emma Watson. After 7 years, she wants to go back into acting. Like recently, I think I saw a TikTok somewhere that she was, it's like a UK term. It's something to do, like she was the head of, like, it's not canoeing. I think it's like kayaking or something like that. Either way, it's like a sport. You have all these people, and the person in front of the boat is like the one that commands the boat and like instructs everyone. She had that for a while, and like she's studying at Oxford, I think, Oxford University for some degree as a PhD, and she had joined like this club. Either way, I just find it so interesting how, like, what do they end up doing? I do wonder what the people from Life is Derek is doing. That's what I really want to know. And it's even funnier because recently I saw a TikTok how some of the people, Canadian shows, basically, Canadian shows, if you lived in Canada, you were either on Degrassi, you were probably on Degrassi, or you knew somebody on Degrassi. Like everyone and their mother was on Degrassi at that point. If you lived in Canada, you were there. I'm like, what do you mean? I see all these people in the same roles. Like, I forgot that Cadet Kelly, the person who played Hazel, was in Cadet Kelly. I didn't know it was actually filmed in Canada. It might be called Rowing, I think. Let me see. Yes, Coxswan? Cookswan? But that's the word. That's the word. That's the one. Yeah, it's that. That's what Emma Watson was doing. She was like the head person in front of the boat, commanding people. And she has a very commanding presence, voice, and everything. So it makes sense. Is this base game? Nope, that's Growing Together. Can't use it. It's Crew in the US and Scullion in the UK. Oh, okay. I did not know that. You're definitely the only one who would cross their toes too. Ignore your stream notifications even? My stream notifications? Is something wrong? What's my stream notifications? I don't know. Oh, my Steam. Are you playing Town to City, Dabney? But then also, too, I do not have Steam open, or I am not online, so I wouldn't get those. Interesting. Chat, I think Dabney's lying. Chat, I think Dabney's lying. Dabney's, of course, playing Town to City. What else would Dabney play? The Sims? No. Because what is The Sims? What? I would never lie. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll be checking Steam a little bit later because I can always check when someone plays something after a while. It's like, so-and-so played this game recently. Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, whatever you're playing today, Daphne, I hope you enjoy it. And you spend several hours building your lovely little roads and placing things down as you go. And upgrade your roads and things. For all we know, it could be city skylines. You never know. Okay, I think this looks pretty good and nice. I think what we're also gonna do, this is the living room. So I can add in this right here. Vivian. But I'm not joking. I love Town to City. Those developers really made a great game. They knew their audience. They knew what they were doing. They just made something. They made it and made it great, and it's successful. I just hope that whenever they continue to make more stuff, I hope it goes on the Switch. It has to go on the Switch. It feels like a Switch game to me. I need to be Switchified. No. Well, no. Outdoor retreats. You know, there is a cat in Debug as decoration. What is this? What? Is that a... Does that go to a bike? I don't know what that is from. Oh, a cow plant. Okay, let me do this right here. Unless... I feel like the hermit would not have a TV. So maybe we could turn this into a reading corner. We'll turn that into a reading corner. Let's add in bookcases. Yeah, no TV for the hermit. They get poor reception anyway. Poor reception. All they want to do is read, read, read. I'm learning not to put TVs in all of my sim houses because realistically, not all Sims watch TV. Let's do this one. There we go. Yeah, it does look like a bike part. A stirrup or on a saddle. That also looks like that too. So many questions. Whatever you find in debug, it's always so interesting. Like, interesting. Did not know that existed, but it's there. And I'm like, okay, might as well use it while you can. Oh, let's add in a piano if we can. Oh, but we don't have an upright piano in base game or outdoor retreat. I'll add in a guitar. And do we have... Put two side by side. I wonder, can I also put these up here? Technically I can't, but what I can do, so move these back over here. There we go. I feel like he'd have a guitar. I agree. I think he would have a guitar as well. A guitar always goes a long way. Sitting back, singing your campfire songs. Our CAMPFIRESONG song. They don't make songs like that no more. The songs back then slapped on SpongeBob. But low-key, SpongeBob did not have to smash that guitar like that. That was uncalled for. But SpongeBob got vocals for days. The range. I do wonder though if SpongeBob is a multi-platinum recording artist. I mean, in a way he is, but isn't at the same time. Has he actually ever won an award? I want to say SpongeBob has. Patrick, however, hasn't and never will, because Patrick is the worst father in the entire Bikini Bottom. Dare I say in the entire world? He couldn't take care of Clammy. SpongeBob did all the work. Patrick sat around and did nothing and laughed at cartoons all day. So personally, I wouldn't trust Patrick with a 10-foot pole. We'll get one fireplace, and then maybe we'll put this here. It is very far away, but I kind of like the idea that it's far away. Oh, you know what? We can put them on here. Oh, wait, no, we can put them on top of the fireplace. I don't think this would catch on fire. But who's to say? It probably could. And it probably will. But the things might survive. We'll do a few more things in this living room before I wrap it up for the day. Because my body's starting to wind down, besties. And I don't want to overexert myself. I'm learning that very quickly. He will also have a tarp in his living room. He wouldn't have an actual rug. Or we could put this outside. Never mind. I lied. He wants an actual rug. He will put the actual rug inside, but then put the tarp on the outside. There we go. It's getting late. We're all sleepy. It is. We are all getting sleepy, bestie. Whenever I stream, like, my energy is depleting, but yet I'm still here. It's mostly my pure delulu-ness that's keeping me awake. I will say probably after stream, I'm going to eat some food, relax, probably watch some TV a little bit. I will not be sitting at this computer playing Town City. That's going to be a tomorrow thing. Tomorrow. I promise you. That'll be a tomorrow thing after our co-working. Co-working in the morning at 10 a.m. Central. And then possibly, maybe, Town to City. If not, then we also end stream at 1 tomorrow. We'll get some backpacks around here. For a base game and only an outdoor retreat build, I am actually really happy about this. Oh, I finally watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. I wasn't really that impressed with the movie, I have to say, but I did love Brandy in it, the vocal Bible that she is. Oh, here's your sleepy thought. Do you ever think of your Sims off in the world while you renovate the entire house, and what do they think when they come home? I do. I think about that quite often. I'm like, I wonder what they're doing. Like, if you were building, like you said, and they're just out in the world doing whatever they want, going to the park, eating food, hanging out with their friends, I always wonder what they're thinking, what they're doing, where they're going, how they're feeling. And then I also want to know what possesses them to come home and then say it's poorly decorated. That's what I want to know. Like, who hurt you in your day that possessed you to come back home and say, this house is poorly decorated? It's like, you paid for it, so it's your money. That's what I realistically want to know. Why? Why that? Why that attitude? But no, I think about that every single day whenever I'm like building. Like, I wonder what they're gonna think when they come home, even though they're literally right outside, but if they were real and they moved around, it's like, what would they realistically do? It's kind of like how Toy Story is. When Andy leaves, all the toys come to life. They do their own thing. They hop out the house, leave, come back, do all the things. And then they play dead, essentially, when Andy comes home. So I wonder if Andy has ever thought about his toys coming to life. That's what I also want to know, too. If the toys came to life when Andy was a kid, how would he react? It reminds me of the time when I saw a movie where these humans were just like doing their whatever thing, and the animals started talking real human words, and then the people could actually understand their animals and what they're saying, and then their head exploded. It was a random TV show I think I saw, that these animals were speaking human words and their humans could understand them, and then they lost their mind. Hi, Girly B. Hello. Welcome in. Happy to see you today. We are building a house for the Hermit of Granite Falls today. We're almost done with it. I'm just going to place down this bed so I know when I come back to it, I know what this room is. But essentially that is what we're doing today and what we have been doing for the past 2 hours. But this is what we got so far of the Hermit's house. We got the general outside all decked out and done for the front entrance. We got to move all these things eventually. But for the most part, we got that done. The backyard is semi-ish done. You just got to add in a few extra landscaping things and probably some grill bits and pieces. The interior is almost done besides the bedroom. And then this upper part where we're going to add in a telescope. So that way your Sims can like look out from up above on the second floor. And that's about it. So that's what we got done so far for today. We did work on the new event that we got today in an update. So if you haven't opened up your game, the new event is now live. Oh no, same. I would also lose my mind if my dogs are speaking human words. But then I would also go ask them, Randy Joe, now that you can talk, get a job. No, I would actually ask them a billion questions like, why are you so sassy? What's going on? Why are you like this? Who are you? Where did you come from? How old are you? Like, so many questions I would ask him. But then he would also get very annoyed at the same time. I feel like Randy Joe is actually annoyed of me. He sees me coming, and he loves me so much. But also, I can annoy him very quickly. But I'm glad to see you though, girly B. I'm glad to have you here. But this is where we're gonna wrap it up for today's stream for now. But we will be back again tomorrow. At least I will be back again tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some co-working tomorrow. So if you have anything that you've been holding off on, whether it's reading a book, working on projects, editing, YouTube videos, anything at all that you've been holding off on, I'll be back tomorrow, providing that space for you all for a couple of hours, of course. And then tomorrow we also have movie night in Discord. So if you want to hang out in Discord tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central, we're going to be watching Twilight tomorrow. So that should be very exciting to see Twilight. Bella, where have you been, Loca? But my friends, I would love to go on a raid and send some love, hype, and positivity over to somebody else. And actually, I will have to go raid my good friend Apothic, who is currently playing Town to City, my favorite game of all time. You all know I love a good Town to City video game, much as the next person. So that is what Apothic is currently doing at the moment and has been live for 11 hours today. So we're going to be doing that today. So if you love Town to City, you'll love Apothic for sure. And I'm typing things wrong. There we go. But anyway, friends, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being so kind and so lovely. I'll be live again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central for some co-working, movie night in Discord at 4 p.m. And we'll have some more gameplay later this week for Part 2 on Thursday, and then Adventure Awaits on Friday and Saturday. And that will be kind of our lovely little streams for the week. But enjoy the rest of your night, day, wherever you're in the world, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!